Hi birdies, I'm Sunshine Flying, you can call me Tia, and today we are back at Culpepper House. Today we are in apartment 18, which I realized after I bulldozed had both the haunted and historic lot traits, so I gave it both of those right away as we dug in. And so I decided one of the things I was going to do when I did this renovation was kind of play with that idea of a kind of paranormal or haunted space and kind of design the whole apartment around that idea. So if you watched my renovation for 17 Culpepper House, you saw that with these Culpepper apartments, one of the things I'm trying to do is kind of branch outside my typical renovation style, which tends to be kind of sleek, modern, clean, and try a whole bunch of different design styles to really branch out, try new things, get familiar and comfortable with other types of design, which now that the new pack is out will hopefully help me play with that pack as well. So I actually restricted myself to just a handful of packs for this particular build, which includes the newer paranormal pack, vampires, and I think a couple of others, obviously base game and obviously city living since we're in San Myshuno. But really what I tried to do was kind of play on that haunted theme. Now, that was a real challenge for me because it's so different from my usual style. And I'm pretty okay with how it turned out, but I definitely want to try this style again in the future and see, maybe if I can play it up a little bit more, do a little bit more research on the style and try again. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I did try to do a little bit of looking back and forth here as I was playing or as I was renovating, so you'll maybe see a couple pauses here in the speed build video. This apartment also is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, which is a little bit bigger than some of the others that we've done so far. So you'll also notice that. And but I built it to be for a single sim. So what I did with the second bedroom is I actually turned it into a seance room. And the seance table fit perfectly in there. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I definitely think in the future too, I'm going to try going onto the gallery, getting some custom made paintings. I've recently learned that people will have their Sims make some paintings or artwork and upload those to the gallery. So they won't show up as custom content or anything. They'll just be like actual artwork that you can download for your Sims in your builds. So, but for now, I think this will do. I definitely tried to have a bit of a spooky vibe in parts of it as well with those hanging lights that don't necessarily light the whole room from floor to ceiling as well either. So definitely different vibes in this apartment than I've had in others. But I had a lot of fun trying new stuff and just kind of like trying out new bits of furniture and decorations that I haven't used in the past. But it was also definitely a challenge. So if this is a style that you typically build or know a lot about, I would love any thoughts or tips or advice that you have, or if you've done builds like this and you think they're a great example of this style of design. I honestly would love it if you'd share your gallery ID, or if you would share, IDs of people, who do builds like this really well. I really want to learn, and I really want to, explore more design styles that I'm not very familiar with. So please share that in the comments down below. I would love to, just get more experience with these designs that I'm not very familiar with from other simmers, and just, meet other simmers in the process of learning more about these designs. So, as you can see here, I am working on that seance room now. Got lots of pictures on the walls, hoping to summon some ghosts. We're going to stick some plants in there. Nothing that looks too alive, but nothing that's particularly super dead. Stick some clutter on the shelves. Got some pictures of Guidry or Guidry. I haven't actually done the gameplay with the seance table or the ghosts, so this would also be a apartment that I would use to test out that gameplay too. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm not a big gameplay player when it comes to The Sims. I tend towards just building, but in the future, or even right now, as I've been doing Twitch and stuff, I really want to try to explore more gameplay. So hopefully I can use this apartment as a way to test out some of this paranormal stuff gameplay. So just kind of cluttering up some of the apartment, candles, plants, little statuettes. Got stuff in the seance room, got stuff in that main hallway, just kind of sticking stuff everywhere. I actually thought there was more clutter that came with the paranormal pack that actually slotted to these shelves and stuff, so I was surprised when there wasn't, but I think in the end it worked out. I tried to get more pictures to slot into that wall. Didn't quite work out, but that's okay. I think the flooring here would not cooperate with me. I think the bed, and the side tables are actually the most boring part of this bedroom. I had a lot of fun with the other parts of the room, though. I personally want the reading nook for myself. I do have to say, though, with this paranormal pack, those curtains are probably my favorite part of the whole pack. I really love the variety of swatches. I love the little beads that hang down over the windows. It's just so gorgeous, and it adds such a nice touch to the room, too, having those beads over the windows. Just a nice little decorative touch, and yeah, I just love how it turned out, and I do rearrange everything after I get it slotted in all nice, and alt place things on top of the dresser. I basically completely changed my mind. But a lot of the furniture that I use throughout this entire build, I decide, first of all, it's furniture that I don't often use, which, it's fun to test out new furniture and try new things. What's funny is I moved everything to use that massive desk, and then I don't end up using that massive desk because I realize we got a desk with the paranormal pack. But I think it makes more sense to have the dresser at the foot of the bed, just because then we know that there's space for the chair for the desk to move in and out. So just kind of arranging that there at the foot of the bed. The room isn't so much symmetrical. That was kind of a challenge for me, because I like to keep things symmetrical, but I don't know, something about this room and this space, I didn't necessarily think it was going to be symmetrical. So, I kept it a little bit more off-center, off-kilter, but some of the things I wanted to use were just way too big. But had fun sticking stuff all over, cluttering up the table. I feel like, I'm learning a little bit more about clutter. Still not perfect at it. Sometimes I feel like I go overboard, but it's, a practiced skill, and I'm trying. So, hopefully it's not too gaudy or too much. And then, of course, just throwing a rug down. I decided to make it big, make it gray, and just fill it up. But this reading nook that I'm about to do, I am very pleased with. And even though I would personally pick a different chair and a lamp, I really think it's a nice little cozy corner, and I would love to have a little reading nook like this in my own home. I also had fun putting in this exposed brick on parts of the build that had brick on the opposite side. If you did watch my 17 Culpepper House renovation, you'll notice I did the same thing in that one. I am going to keep that theme throughout all the Culpepper apartments for the exterior walls that have brick. I think that's a nice touch. I think it's a nice little bit of continuity. And I just kind of love the idea that they would kind of paint over that interior exposed brick for all the apartments. So this particular apartment also does not have a dining area. It just has a counter bar that they can sit at, which, I mean, works for some apartments. I think it works for the purposes of the personality of the person that I think would live here. And, you know, you could probably slot one in as well, given the amount of space that there is between the kitchen and that area with the doors to the bedroom or to the bedrooms and the bathroom. I just opted to put the bar stools there and give them more space in like the living area and stuff like that. So there's definitely a couple of ways you could renovate this further or decorate it for different personalities of Sims. This is just how I did it for this particular person. I did play with the idea of putting a computer area out here instead of in the bedroom, but decided against it. So that computer in the bedroom will eventually go back. Otherwise, I'm just setting up the TV area here, trying to use a lot of the paranormal items. And yeah, I used some rugs and items from other packs that I don't often use as well, like vampires. And here I ended up just putting like a tapestry on the wall, and I think I maybe put like a plant or maybe another table or something. I can't remember right now, but just kind of made it a little more decorative. Had some stuff mounted on that wall there in the kitchen. Yeah, just a little more light in that living area. But overall, I am happy with how this apartment turned out. I think it is kind of dark, kind of spooky, very fitting for somebody who's maybe into the occult, into hanging out with ghosts, talking to ghosts. And I tried to really have a balance of kind of like normal apartment amenities and then furnishing with kind of the spooky side of things. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below if you have any advice, enjoyed it, tell me what you thought. And I will be back on Friday, as always, with another build video. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody. Take care.